cutting rugs, grind wick and slow. Gangsta on rise, renegade, radical. Chains dragging heavy, sparks in the mill. Forged from the rust, unbreakable will. Rust Belt renegade, rising from the scrap. Bass dropping, heavy clothes in the gap. Every rust flake, armor, every grind to blade. Decay in the power, renegade made. No shutdown forever, no fade in the soul. Rust Belt renegade, taking control. Factory gates, rusted jobs, long gone cold. I take every flake, turn it to gold. Multi-syllable meal dust, flipping the fate. Internal grind raging, building the gate. Distorted riffs, screaming like the bell line roar. 808s quake the floors, nothing to ignore. From shutdown silence to the renegade call. Every layoff lesson, standing tall. Sparks from the welder, light in the dark. All gang stomping rhythm, answer the call. No victim in the rust, tempered in the fight. Rust Belt legend, owning the night. Rust Belt renegade, conquering the scrap. Trap beat, crushing, no looking back. Every rust flake, forging every grind to blade. Decay, birthing strength, renegade grade. No closure in the mill, no doubt in the soul. Rust Belt renegade, rock and roll. Conveyor belts frozen, dreams in the dust. I counted the collapse, rebuild the trucks. The internal steel twisted, multi-layers strong. From broken down lines to the victory song. Guitar distorting wild like an off-welder flash. 808's power hammering, turn ash to cash. Every foreclosure fire, shaping the crown. No ghost town surrender, burning it down. Whistle signals rising, new shift begin. Gang rising chorus, let the wind in. Tempered in the trials, cooled in the resolve. Rust Belt renegade, problems dissolve. Let the whistle blow long, let the sparks fly bright. Feel the renegade waking in the mill light. I was scrap in the yard, now the blade is mine. Rust Belt dawn, breaking divine. Rust Belt renegade, mastering the scrap. Bass shattering weakness, pure impact. Every rust flake, eternal, every grind to flame. Decay, force to glory, reclaim the name. No rust in the metal, no fear in the soul. Rust Belt renegade, forever bold. Grind never cease, Rust Belt renegade in a piece, yeah. Keep grinding, keep rising. Yeah. Yeah. Never waited for the nod, never needed the applause. Built the whole thing in the dark, without a round of calls and effect that someone handed me. I wrote my own, every room I walked into I already owned. Not because they gave it, they don't have that kind of say. I decided what I was worth long before they had their say. No crown, no apology, I don't need the coronation. No crown, no apology, I ain't my own validation. Every title, every accolade, every permission slip they hold. No crown, no apology, I was already worth more than I was ever told. Watch men bake for tables that were never meant for them. Watch them shrink themselves to fit and call the shrinking discipline. I don't sit at tables, I don't ever see the sign. Either everyone's welcome or I'll lead outside just fine. You want my gratitude for letting me exist. Watch me build the kind of thing that couldn't be dismissed. No crown, no apology, the verdict was already mine. No crown, no apology, I drew my own damn finish line. Every hand they didn't extend, every room they kept me from. No crown, no apology, became the whole foundation. foundation of what I came from. You didn't make me, I made me. You didn't break me, I outlasted you. You didn't crown me, I don't need the crown. You didn't stop me. Look around, look around, look around, look around, look around. But my hands and the refusal to be anything but what I am. No crown, no apology. I was never asking permission from anyone. Full stop. Hard cut.
I kept your letters in a shoebox underneath the bed. Read them every winter when the lonely got too loud in my head. Your perfume still lingers on that old flannel shirt I wear. Even though you've been gone longer than the time we ever shared. I told myself I'd move on when the pain got small enough. But some ghosts don't leave until you finally call their bluff. So let it burn tonight, every memory, every lie. Let the flames take the years that I wasted wondering why. I'm tired of carrying what you left behind. Let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. I drove by our old apartment, saw the lights were still on. Someone else is laughing where we used to play our favorite songs. The porch swings painted different, but the creek sounds just the same. Funny how a place can stay the same while everything else changed. I sat there in the truck until the tears finally ran dry. Then I whispered to the dark, it's time to say goodbye. So let it burn tonight, every promise, every fight, every I love you that turned into a knife. I'm done holding on to what's already died. Let it burn, let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. There's a bonfire in the backyard, pictures scattered on the ground. Every card you ever wrote, every ring I never threw out. The whiskey's in my left hand, a matchstick in my right tonight. I'm setting fire to the part of me that couldn't say goodnight. I won't hate you when it's over, I won't love you anymore. I'll just be a lighter man than I ever was before. The smoke is rising higher than the pain I used to know. Taking every heavy thing I carried all along. For the first time in forever, I can finally breathe again as the ashes float away like the love that had to end. Yeah, let it burn tonight. Take the hurt, take the change, take the version of me that was scared to feel the rain. I'm ready for whatever morning brings with the light. Let it burn, 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 let it burn. Let it burn. Let it all burn tonight. Let it burn. Let it all burn tonight.
Long road, no signal, just a hum and the white lines. That's when the version you perform starts falling behind. Can't keep up with 70 miles, costume gets too heavy. What's left is just a man and whether he's ready for that meeting. The highway doesn't lie, strips you down to what survives. The highway doesn't lie, shows you how you actually drive. Through the hard parts, through the empty parts, through the parts you'd rather skip. The highway doesn't lie, and most men take the shorter route because of it. Every major thing that broke me, I took it to the road. Not to outrun it, to find out what it owed me. In the way of lessons, what it was beneath the pain. The highway gave me answers that no other room could explain. The highway doesn't lie, it just waits for you to ask. The highway doesn't lie, pull the truth behind the mask. You didn't know you've been wearing till the miles made it clear. The highway doesn't lie, and everything it told me I needed to hear. There's a question you've been carrying for months. You know the one. Get in the car. The road already knows the answer. It's been waiting. The highway doesn't lie, I've checked, believe me, check. The highway doesn't lie, and neither does the man it left when it took everything that wasn't actually me. The highway doesn't lie, and for the first time, neither do I. I didn't fall pretty, I fell all the way through. Past I'm fine, past pride, past every excuse. Phone on silent, pockets on empty. Sing two hands, but they felt heavy. Rent past due, lights blinking like warnings. Cold coffee breath and a long bad morning. I stared at my life like a busted down wall. For a minute there, I wanted to call it all. Rock bottom ain't a coffin, it's a floor, and I learned how to stand on it. That's what it's for. I quit begging the world for a softer turn. Quit chasing the fix I didn't wanna earn. I sweat my mess like it was my job. One honest day at a time, no shortcuts. I didn't need a crowd, didn't need a rescue. Just a reason to breathe and a thing to do. So I put my head down, put my back into work. Let the sweat do the talk, let the pain do the learn. Rock bottom ain't a coffin, it's a floor, and I learned how to stand on it. This what it's for. If it all burns down, I'll use the heat. If it all falls apart, I'll build with the pieces. Cause when you hit the bottom, you see what's true. You see what stays, you see what breaks in you. That dark ain't the end, it's a brand new start. A heart, a spine, a steadier heart. I lost it all, then I found my will. Rock bottom taught me how to build. I learned who loved me when I had nothing. Who said my name when the room got hushed. Who didn't need me shiny to stand nearby. Who didn't turn my wreck into their alibi. I cut dead weight, I cut bad habits. Cut fake friends with the same old daggers. Yeah, I got quiet, got mean, got focused. Stopped asking for mercy, started keeping promises. The bottom didn't break me, it showed me what I'm built from. Rock bottom ain't a coffin, it's a floor, and I learned how to stand on it. That's what it's for. I'm not starting over, I'm starting right. With my feet in the dirt and my head in the light. If you're looking for proof that a man can rebuild, look at me, I'm the reason I'm still here.
I hit the bottom, and I build above it. I build above it. Fast gas, fast fish, fast lives. I burned my name into passing nights. Didn't plan past the edge of town. Didn't care if the world burned down. She asked me once, you scared to die? I said no, but I was scared to try. Scared to stay, scared to build. Love taught me how to live, not run. How to face the dark without my gun. Show me peace, don't make you weak. It just makes you stay on your feet. I was built for storm and sin. Love taught me how to live again. How to live again. How to live again. I used to measure life in scars. Now I measure it in a heartbeat in the dark. I still get mean thoughts, still get mad. Still get pulled by the road I had. But now I stop instead of die. Now I choose the quiet side. Freedom ain't always loud and fast. Sometimes it's just staying past. Yeah, love taught me how to live, not run. How to face the dark without my gun. Show me peace, don't make you weak. It just makes you stay on your feet. I was built for a storm and sin. Love taught me how to live again. How to live again. How to live again. Yeah, love taught me how to breathe. How to carry weight and still believe. I ain't perfect, never will. But I don't wake up trying to get killed. I still walk the line, but now I walk it with her.
Ridgeline ruler rebel, climbing the steep, bass dropping heavy, no sleep. Every drop a lesson, every climb a fall, falling to the summit on the zone. No altitude gonna break this rain in the soul. Ridgeline ruler rebel taking control.
Ooh. Trail switchback, brutal exposure on the edge. I take every slip pledge, multi-syllable drop, slipping the fate fall. Internal summit, raging call, distorted ribs screaming like the wind shear raw. 808s quake the rock, more from valley low, panic to the self-made peak. Every loose gravel slide technique, clouds below, manifesto, mapping the sky. Gang ruler chanting fly or die. No victim in the exposure, sovereign of the height, ridgeline legend.
Sight.
Ridgeline ruler rebel.
Conquering the steep, trap beat crushing, power deep. Every drop forging, every climb the throne. Fall birthing dominion, on the zone.
No plunge forever.
Ruling the soul, ridgeline ruler rebel, rock and roll.
Loose rock avalanche threatening the grip. I counter every crumble. Equipped, internal crown twisting, multi-layers high. From vertigo fear to the eagle eye. Guitar distorting wild like a ridge gust. Flash blast, 808 sank a peak, turn past the past. Every sheer face trial, carving the rain. No summit surrender, break the chain. Wind signals rise, a new vista begin. Gang rise and chorus, let the wind in. Elevated and climbs, crowned in resolve. Ridgeline rebel, evolve. Let the ridges rise sharp, let the drops call bright. Feel the rule awaken. In the peak light, I was low in the valley. Now the valley is mine. Ridgeline, eternal divine. Ridgeline, ruler, rebel. Hey! Master in the steep, bass shattering limits. Pure leap, every drop eternal, every climb the flame. Fall forged to empire, reclaim the name. No low on the path, hey! No fear in the soul. Ridgeline
strong, ridges glowing true. Ridge line rebel, view through. Yeah, keep climbing, keep ruling.
Don't waste the window. It don't stay wide. It opens like mercy, then slips outside. So don't talk pretty, don't talk tough. Do one right thing, then do enough. I got one more look from a woman I hurt. Not a hug, not a kiss, just truth in the words. Said I ain't forgetting, but I'm watching what you do. If you mean it this time, don't prove it. What I do that hit me harder than a fist ever could. Cause it wasn't angled, it was tight and good. Like love with boundaries, like trust on loan. Like a door left cracked, not a welcome home. Don't waste the window, it don't stay wide. It opens like mercy, it slips outside. So don't talk pretty, don't talk tough. Do one right thing, then do enough. So I clean my life like a man out of options. Cut ties with the chaos, I kept adapting. Quit playing victim when I knew I was wrong. Quit leaning on charm like a crutch too long. I started paying attention to the small stuff first. The way I spoke, the way I drove, the way I handled her, the way I showed up when it was easier not to, the way I shut up when my ego wanted to. Second chances don't come with a countdown clock, but you'll feel it when it's closing. So move like you respect it. Don't waste the window. You don't stay wide. It open like mercy, and slips outside. So don't talk pretty, don't talk tough. Do one right thing, and do enough. Yeah, keep your head down, keep your word clean. Let your sorry live in the daily routine. Ain't no shortcut to the trust you blew. Don't waste the window, walk it through. If the door's still cracked, don't stand there. If the door's still cracked, don't stand there. If the door's still cracked, don't stand there. Step. If the door's still cracked, don't stand there. Step. If the door's still cracked.
Gale hit. Case number 417, state versus Thunder rolls outside. Nah. This ain't God talking. Rain on the steps of the county court. Mama in black with her hands in the night. Judge say word like they clean and precise, but they never weighed the blood in the price. They read my past like a rap sheet prayer. Left out the nights where nobody cared. Left out the hunger, left out the cold. Left out the reason I learned to be bold. They say, boy, you chose a life, but they never saw the dice I rolled at 9. Never stood in my shoes in the wintertime, with a cracked front door and an empty sign. The verdict ain't God, it's just men in robes trying to weigh my sin like they carry my load. They can chain my hands, they can cage my days, but they can't touch a fire that don't behave. I don't plead clean, I don't plead right, tonight. Every screen got a face in a fight. I met killers who cry in they sleep. Met saints who learn to cheat. Funny how label don't match the pain. Funny how truth always walks in change. Chaplain said, son, you gotta repent. I said, man, I've been sorry since I was 10. I ain't asking heaven to erase my case. Just don't let me forget every human face. The verdict ain't God, it's your men in robes tryna weigh my sins like they carry my load. They can chain my hands, they can cage my days. They can't touch a fire that don't behave. I don't plead clean, I don't plead right. I just plead dead, I'm still alive. The verdict ain't God and the cell ain't home, but my soul still rise where the wild winds roam. Still bed, cold bread, Bible with a bookmark in the same old thread. I ask myself if I'm past redemption, but redemption never lived in my zip code center. If I get out, I won't walk soft. If I stay in, I won't beg God. Either way, the road don't leave my bones. I'm just driving it from behind these stones. Got a letter from a friend I crossed. Said I forgave you, but it still cost. Every word hit heavier than bars. Harder than the weight of who you are. I learned some debts don't come with blood. Some come quiet like a rising flood. They lock my body, not my stare. I still see highways everywhere. Still hear tires in my chest at night. Still feel eastbound in my spine. Yeah. The verdict ain't God, it's just men in robes tryna measure a soul like a bag of stones. They can stamp my name, they can mark my face, but they can't rewrite the road I take. I don't plead clean, I don't plead right, I just plead dead. I survived my life. The verdict ain't God and the cell ain't home, but my soul still rises where the wild winds roam. When that gate finally learned my name, and the lot gets tired of the same old claim, I won't ask freedom to save me, I'll ask it not to recognize me.
I stay in my own lane, I never touch the brake. I'm realer than the real, I'm faker than the fake. You follow all the trends, I follow my own good. I keep the circle tight and keep the cabin shut. They screaming from the sidewalk, trying to block the view, but I don't hear a single word coming out of you. Yeah, my own lane, doing 95, the only way I know to keep the dream alive.
I woke up this morning with a mission on my mind, leaving all the critics and the cynics far behind. I don't need a cosign, I don't need a stamp. I'm the heavy champion inside the training camp. You worry about the algorithm, worry about the clicks. I'm out here in the mud, laying down the heavy bricks. My philosophy is simple, freedom and the truth. I ain't wasting any seconds on my reckless youth. The sheep are in the pasture, the wolf is in the wood, doing things exactly like I always said I would. Judge me if you want, write it in the stone. I built this whole empire sitting on my own. I don't need your applause to validate my worth. I'm the most stubborn creature walking on the earth. You say I'm breaking rules, I say I make them new. Cutting through the fog like a razor through the dew. Independently wealthy in the spirit and the soul. I'm taking full command and taking full control. Stay in my own lane, I never touch the brake. I'm realer than the real, I'm faker than the fake. You follow all the trends, I follow my own good. I keep the circle tight and keep the cabin shut. They screaming from the sidewalk, trying to block the view, but I don't hear a single word coming out of you. Yeah, my own lane. Watch me go. Watch me go, Thailand. Thunder triumph, crashing through the cloud. Bolts of burden, striking loud. Lightning lashes, scaring the sky, but a harness the power, letting sparks fly. Outlaw thunder, rolling with the roar, turning timbers trouble into pure delight. Thunder triumph, echoing the road, resilient rush, stealing the show. Overcoming crashes, rising from a spray, stronger and savage, lighting up the day. Surges like savages, claiming the coast. Outlaw way, boasting the most. All on man. Currents of chaos pulling me under, but I fight the flow, stealing the thunder. Riptides ripping, tearing at the seam, yet I surge supreme, living the dream. No taming the outlaw, just wild and free. Southern surge eternally, when the waters whirl and the surge grows fierce. Savage through the storm, pierce to pierce. Outlaw roar, ride the rage. Surge unbound, turn the page. Thunder church, echo and move on. Resilient rush, stealing the show. Overcoming crashes, dancing from the rain. Stronger in the stride, breaking the chain. Triumphs like thunder, deafening the doubt. Outlaw lightning, sorting it out. Oh no, sorting it out. Clouds of confusion, blocking the blue, but I pierce the veil, seeing it through. Rumbles of ruin, shaking the ground, yet I steady to shake. Turn it around, no umbrella for the outlaw, just bearing the pole. Southern thunder, forevermore. When the storm surges and the sky turns black, triumphant thunder, strike back. Outlaw clash, electrify the night. Triumph eternal, pure delight. Thunder triumphs, echo in the wind. Resilient bolt, where storms begin. Overcoming flashes, dancing in the rain. Stronger in the strike, breaking the chain. Triumphs like thunder, deafening the doubt. Outlaw lightning, sorting it out. Oh no, sorting it out. Illuminate the path from thunderous trials, escaping the wrath. Skyline successes in the storm's wake. Thunder forever, no mistake. Thunder triumph, crashing through. Before I knew the words, I knew the feeling. Something in a song would hit the ceiling of everything I thought a person could contain. And that feeling moved through me like weather moves through rain. Not learn, not practice, just already there. Like the music found me before I knew to care. Blood and frequency, it runs me like a river. Blood and frequency, every note another sliver. The only thing that ever made complete sense to me. Blood and frequency, I don't play the music plays me. Tried to live without it for a practical year. Told myself it wasn't a career, watched myself go gray from the inside out. Quietest I've ever been, and the most full of doubt. Came back to it, not running, crawling back. Music don't forgive the absence, but it always takes you back. Blood and frequency, the only language I trust fully.
intelligent decision of my life was following this heart. Can't explain it. Tried 100 times, it's not the notes, it's what lives between the lines. The frequency defines the part of you nobody sees. That's why I do this. That's the only reason that I'll always be.
Blood and frequency, born with it, and I'll die with it. Blood and frequency, every song a place I try to live in it. The life they said wasn't practical, the life that's most alive. Blood and frequency.
I don't need it to make sense, I just need it to survive. Been my own judge, my own jury, my own role. Tighten it daily on the smallest slip of hope. I kept counting failures like a man keeps shells. Stacked them in my pocket, carried them through hell. I'd laugh in a room, then the quiet would hit, and my mind would drag me back to the worst of it. Every should of every if, every late night rewind, like the past was a truck stop and I lived there full time. One night I realized I wasn't paying for my mistakes. I was renting them space.
So I set myself down like a weapon on the table. Hands open, breath steady, heart finally stable. Not saying I'm innocent, not saying I'm clean, just saying I'm done letting regret run my machine. I made a list of what I can still fix, called the ones I wrong, didn't lean on tricks. Took the shame out the driver's seat, put it in a bag, let it ride quiet while I stay on track. I ain't forgetting, I'm releasing the grip. I'm keeping the lesson, but I'm losing the whip. I'll live with the scar, I won't worship the pain. I won't serve that sentence in my own damn name. Yeah, I set myself down and I stood back up. Not as a saint, just a man tough enough to quit choking tomorrow with yesterday's dust and walk toward the future like I'm worth the trust. I don't need to be perfect, I need to be present. I can be sorry and still move. I won't erase what happened, I'll carry it right. But I'm done punishing myself to feel like I'm right. Yeah. Tomorrow card and cheap tattoo. Yesterday right in my rear view. Bills on the table, dreams on fire. Whole damn world say aim low, low. They said, boy, you burn too bright. I said, dark don't scare me, light does. If I fade someday, let it mean something now. The whisper lost in nothing. If I die young, let it be loud. Let the sky crack open for the sound. Don't cry soft, don't bow your head. I chose fast blood over quiet dead. Friends say settle, lovers say stay. Motion's the only God I pray. I'd rather crash in the truth tonight than ride in fear till I lose my fight. I'm not
alive, don't whisper, it screams to drive. I die young, let it be wild. Let my name burn through every mile. No regrets carved in my bones. I left the world in engine tone. I die young. Make sure the engine still screaming me. Till I die young. Make sure the engine still screaming me. If I die young, I die young. Attention! This is not a drill. The convoy is moving, the border is ours. If you're looking for a leader, look at the dust. If you're looking for a war, you just found the front line. Engage! Tactical flannel and a heart made of lead. I'm the living nightmare that the government fed. Got a fleet of blacked out beasts in a row, mapping out the kingdom where civilians don't go. I don't play by the rules, I don't wait for the sign. I'm the warlord crossing every boundary line. Got a 808 kick like a motor in the dark, leaving every city with a permanent mark. I'm a high-speed general, the king of the scrap, putting the war back into the outlaw rap. Target locked and the pedal is down, with a heavy-duty ghost of a forgotten town. No retreating, no surrender in the eye, with an iron on the ground and the fire in the sky. I'm the iron from warlord, master of the heat, shaking every mountain, claiming every street, with the soul of a rebel and the mind of a tank. I'm the one you gotta fear, I'm the one you gotta thank. I'm the iron from warlord, master of the heat, shaking every mountain, claiming every street, with the soul of a rebel and the mind of a tank. I'm the one you gotta fear, I'm the one you gotta thank. Outlaw combat, warlord pride, there ain't a place on earth where the weak can hide. Look, I'm the apex, the alpha, the top of the chain. I'm the lightning in the wise, I'm the blood in the rain. I don't talk, I execute, I don't plan, I invade. I'm the sharpest bit of steel that the factory made. I see them acting tough in their suburban cage, while I'm rewriting history on a bloodstained page. My rap is a bullet, my beat is a blast. I'm the first of the future and the last of the past. From the desert bunkers to the forest floor, I'm the god of the highway, the king of the war. They wanted a revolution, I gave them a guide. They wanted a road, I gave them a front line. From warlord, master of the heat, shaking every mountain, claiming every street, with the soul of a rebel and the mind of a tank. I'm the one you gotta fear, I'm the one you gotta thank. Outlaw combat, warlord pride, there ain't a place on earth where the weak can hide.
Convoy clear, area secure, iron front, warlord status. Catch us at the end of the world. Over a mess, over and out. Chain break down chaser, snapping the bind, bass dropping heavy, freedom find, every link shattered, every
and struggle, heavy on the frame, I take every pull, reclaim. Multi-syllable shackles, flipping the fate tide, internal liberation, raging wide. Destroy the wrist, screaming like the snap release. 808s quake the dawn peace. From nightbound panic to the self-made flight, every dragon defying ignite. Rush cloud manifesto, crumbing the hole. Game chaser chanting bold, no victim in the tether, breaker of the cage. Chain break legend, new page.
Yeah, chain break dawn chaser, conquering the bind. Trap beat crushing, freedom mind. Every link forging, every weight the wing. Bond birthing horizon on the ring. No hold forever, free in the soul. Chain break dawn chaser, rock and roll.
Drag marks fading behind in the dust, I counter every clean trust. Internal wings twisting, multi-layer soar. From Megadon hardship to the deep door. Guitar distorting wild like a chain whip flash blast. 808s emancipate, turn past to pass. Every burden trial, lightning the rain, no tethered surrender. Break the chain, snap signals rising, new dawn begin. Gang rising chorus, let the wind in. Unshackled in battle, sovereign in resolve. Chain break dawn, rebel, evolve.
Let the chains fall heavy, let the dawn call bright. Feel the chaser waking in the sunrise light. I was bound in the night, now the night is mine. Chain break eternal, divine. Chain break dawn chaser, master in the bind. They shattering shackles, purifying. Every link eternal, every weight the flame. Bond forged to freedom, reclaim the name. No drag on the spirit, no fear in the soul. Chain break dawn chaser, forever bold. Chaser holding strong, dawn glowing true. Chain break rebel, freedom through. Yeah.
She wasn't looking to be saved, I wasn't looking either. To people tired of explaining to the ones who couldn't see what it's like to be this wired, this alive, this specific kind of free. Then she looked across the room and something clicked in me. Not the lightning bolt cliche, more like, oh, there you are, finally. Two people who've been told to dial it down their whole lives, finally in the same room at the same time, with no reason to apologize. Two wild hearts don't need the other one to change. Two wild hearts, the whole thing is we're exactly the same. Kinda broken, kinda brilliant, kinda more than what they planned.
Two wild hearts,
and we finally understand what all the quieter ones were missing. She said, I scared all better men. I said, good, they weren't right. She laughed the kind of laugh that only comes at night, when everything is honest and the performance is done. Just two people being real under the same sun, not performing independence, genuinely free. The rarest combination, wild and choosing willingly. Not taming what the other is, not asking them to land. Just flying the same altitude and reaching for the same hand. Two wild hearts, we don't do the quiet kind of love. Two wild hearts,
we do the honest and the rough,
and the beautiful and the real, and the staying anyway.
two wild hearts.
Wild enough to know this is worth every single complicated day.
outside. We don't live for the outside. We live for the 3 a.m. when neither one of us is anything but real.
Two wild hearts.
That's not a problem to be solved. That's the whole damn deal. Before I knew the words, I knew the feeling. Something in a song would hit the ceiling of everything I thought a person could contain. And that feeling moved through me like weather moves through rain. Not learned, not practiced, just already there. Like the music found me before I knew to care. Blood and frequency, it runs me like a river. Blood and frequency, every note another sliver. The only thing that ever made complete sense to me. Blood and frequency, I don't play the music plays me. Tried to live without it for a practical year. Told myself it wasn't a career, watched myself go gray from the inside out. Quietest I've ever been, and the most full of doubt came back to it. Not running, crawling back. Music don't forgive the absence, but it always takes you back. Blood and frequency, the only language I trust fully. Blood and frequency hits me somewhere past the bullying of every voice that said be practical, be smart. Blood and frequency, the most intelligent decision of my life was following this heart. Can't explain it. Tried 100 times, it's not the notes, it's what lives between the lines. The frequency defines the part of you nobody sees. That's why I do this. That's the only reason that I'll always be. Blood and frequency, born with it, and I'll die with it. Blood and frequency, every song a place I try to live in it. The life they said wasn't practical, the life that's most alive. Blood and frequency, I don't need it to make sense, I just need it to survive. Everything at once, no counting. Remember it. Yeah, hey. Didn't come here to be understood. Came here to be exactly what I would have been if nobody had an opinion. Born into the noise and chose to make it louder. Every year they tried to call me, I just came out prouder. Not for the reaction, not for the attention. Born reckless is a fact, not a cry for intervention. Born reckless, and I choose it every lifetime. Born reckless, call my name into the nighttime of every city, every crossroad, every moment that was mine. Born reckless, and the ones who tried to change it only sharpened what they thought they'd find. Every version of me that they tried to moderate Every fire they try to manage, every edge they try too late. Into something comfortable, came back twice as sharp. You don't domesticate a thing that was born with that kind of heart. I'm not the warning, I'm not the lesson, I'm the reason certain people feel alive for the first time in years when they hear this. Born reckless, the original, unedited. Born reckless, every single thing they said of it was true, and I was proud, and I'd be proud again. Born reckless, the freest thing I ever did was stop pretending it was something to a man. Yeah. Reckless with my living. Yes. Reckless with my loving. Yes. Reckless with my one life. In a world that wants it. Measured in a cess. Absolutely yes. Every single time. No regret. No revision. No apology. Born. Reckless. Done. Born reckless. To the room and reminded them what living actually sounds like. Born reckless. And if you feel this in your chest right now, you were born reckless too. You just forgot it. Remember it right now. Remember it.
Always ask why. I never ask me I don't wake up needing a call. Just boots on gravel and a trigger in my thought. Sunburned scars and a crooked plan. That's enough religion for a desperate man. I don't need judges wrapped in gold. Just don't fence me in and don't sell my soul. If the devil knocks, I answer clean. Not for him, but the show, I mean. I don't need a reason to walk this line. Don't need permission to cross the sign. I don't need heaven to know what's right. I survived it in broad daylight. They say slow down, you die too fast. I say slow men die in the past. Love tried to own me, I cut it loose. Not cause I'm cold, I just won't be used. Every rule comes with hidden chains. I read the log before the name. I don't chase stars, I chase direction. I don't confess, I make correction. You look for peace, I look for space. We ain't built from the same disgrace. I don't need a reason to live my truth. I ain't selling my spine for a softer roof. If the road kills me, it kills me fair. Not bored, not quiet, not unaware. I don't need a reason, I got a direction, yeah. I don't need a reason, I got a direction. I don't need a reason, I got a permission. I got a direction, yeah. I don't need a reason, I got a direction.
Yeah. You drew the route before. I said where I was going. Handed me the destination before the seed was growing. Had my whole life mapped out on a page I didn't write. Signed and dated by a version of success that didn't fit right. I took the map, I'll admit I took the map. Held it for a minute, then I gave it right back. Not because the map was wrong, it just wasn't mine. And there's a difference between a road and a life. I don't need your map, I know where I'm going. I don't need your map, you don't know what I'm showing. The world when I arrive on my own terms at my own time. I don't need your map, keep it, I already drew mine. I sat across from men who couldn't understand why someone with my talent wouldn't take the offered hand. And I shook it, Lord, I shook it out of everything but greed. I shook it and I walked out to the life that I agreed to build, with my own judgment, my own failures, my own wins. That's not arrogance, that's knowing where your story actually begins. You can have your route, your timeline, and your plan. I'll be over here discovering what I am without the manual. I don't need your map, the wrong turns taught me better. I don't need your map, every detour wrote a letter to the man I'm actually becoming, not the one you had designed. Hey. I don't need your map, I need the opening, I need the undrawn line. No GPS, no guardrail, no safety net you built for me to fail. Just the instinct and the nerve and the will, just the map. That was always the map. I don't need your map, I am the territory. I don't need your map, I'm writing my own story. Every road you said was closed, I walked through anyway. I don't need your map, I never did, not even for a day. No map, no map, no map, no limit, no ceiling, just go. Then silence.
Small town bulletin board, full of paper, thin talk. Names get dragged by folks who never walk. I used to take it personal, lose sleep, get mean. Now I let it pass by like a bad TV scene. Callous is honest on a working man's hand. Peace getting built like a fence in the sand. They want a reaction, want me crack, want me loud, but real power's quiet, calm through the crowd. If you want my attention, earn that respect. I don't know my energy to a stranger's bed. I don't need permission to live my life. I don't need a witness to do what's right. Let them gossip in circles, I won't step in it. I don't rent my backbone, I don't beg for limits. I cut the dead weight, keep my circle tight. If you don't know my story, don't write my life. I cut the dead weight, keep my circle tight. If you don't know my story, don't write my life. They act holy till it's time to act kind. Talking big on the screen and smiling real time. Fake friends smiling with a knife tucked in, so I close that door and I don't let them in. I don't chase new trends, I don't copy no tone. I'd rather be real than be popular grown. My rule book simple, truth over flex. Banners up front, no apologies next. If you stuck in the noise, it's a move that works. Mute what drains you, put your hands to the dirt. Stack one good habit, then guard it like gold. That's how you get free without selling your soul. I'm not everybody's favorite, I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be solid when it's just me and me. If the world wants a puppet, I'll cut that string. Head high, eyes forward, conscience clean. I don't need permission to live my life. I don't need a witness to do what's right. Let them gossip in circles, I won't step in. I don't rent my backbone, I don't beg for limits. I cut the dead weight, keep my circle tight. If you don't know my story, don't write my life. I cut the dead weight, keep my circle tight. If you don't know my story, don't write my life. Don't write my life. No permission slip, no apology tour.
don't fit in that light. I've done my dirt in plain view under cheap bar signs. I've talked too sharp, I've crossed wrong lines, left a few good hearts paying for mine. Now I'm not here to play holy or beg to be understood. I'm just a man who finally decided to do what he said he would. Cause a second chance don't come give rap with trust. It come with eyes watching close and a name in the dust. No halo, just receipts. I paid what I owed, even when it hurt my pride. I shut my mouth when my temper wanted to drive. I took the long way home past the old bad exit. Stopped calling self-control soft, started calling it practice. I didn't post it, didn't brag, didn't preach. Just kept it quiet, kept it clean, kept it out of reach. From the version of me that loved taking the easy way. Now I earn my peace like a man earning his pay. I don't need forgiveness shouted from a stage. I need my actions to speak louder than my rage. If I broke it, I'll fix it, that's my code now. No excuses, no speeches, no kneeling down. I'll walk it straight, I'll take the heat. No halo, just receipts. Some doors stay shut, and that's fair. Some nights still sting like cold night air. But I don't run back to the bottle or the blur. I don't hide behind, that's just who I was, sir. Outlaw don't mean careless, it means I own my name. It means I carry my consequences and I don't call it shame. It means I quit living like the world owes me ease, and I start living like respect, something I see. I used to be wild to escape myself, now I'm disciplined to keep myself. I don't need forgiveness shouted from a stage. I need my actions to speak louder than my rage. If I broke it, I'll fix it, that's my code now. No excuses, no speeches, no kneeling down. I'll walk it straight, I'll take the heat. No halo, just receipts. I don't promise pretty, I promise true, and I'll prove it in the things I do, things I do. I was swinging fists before I learned to pray. Learned to hate fast, learned a little too late. Blood on my knuckles, pride in my tone. Thought fear was weakness, pain was a throne. Every night another score to settle. Every win left me colder than metal. Mama cried on a broken chair. I told myself I didn't care. Lost two friends to a flashing blue. One to the ground, one that counted blue. Judge said, son, this road don't bend. But roads never stopped me back then. I laughed in the face of every warning, till I woke up alone one morning. Concrete pillows, steel bar dreams, silent nights with loud regrets screaming. Yeah, I had dirt on my soul, blood on my past. Still claw my way out of the wreckage at last. The same hands built hell, now they build me right. I ain't holy, but I walk toward light. I ain't not clean, but breathing. Last call hit me harder than the truth ever did. Last call hit me harder than the truth ever did. Last call hit me harder than the truth ever did. I
told him mere one drink won't kill. Told my heart this none was real. Barstool preacher, bought a confessor. Every lie felt lighter than pressure. Said I'm fine with a shaking grin, but I was just feeding what ate me within. I drank to forget who I used to be, but the bottle kept reminding me. Whiskey made a liar out of my soul. Told me I was free while it took control. Promised peace in a burning glass. Gave me night but stole my past. Till I woke up sick of running, scared from the man in the mirror staring there. Lost a job, lost a girl, lost ground. Laughed it off in another round. Said tomorrow I'll start again. Said that every night back then. Till my hands wouldn't stop their shake. And my mama saw through the fake. Detox rooms and honest prayer. Truth hits hard when you're stripped bare. Yeah, whiskey made a liar of my youth, but cold sober taught me truth. I don't chase ghosts in a bottle now. I sit with the pain and I breathe it out. Last call rang, and I finally went home. Finally went home. I 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 woke up like I stole the morning. Chest tight, hands still shaking from the warning. Like the night before tried taking me under, and daylight showed up just to check my numbers. I've been living reckless with a quiet kind of dead. Now money more like promises I never kept. Smiles of fate, bridges I leaned on, till one more slip and the whole thing was gone. If this breath is borrowed, I'll pay you back with word, with change, with a spine intact. I cut off the exits I used to take. Stop romanticizing my own mistakes. Quit calling chaos just how I am. Started building discipline like a steady hand. I don't need a spotlight to do it right. I need a calendar and early night. Need a clean floor and a full tank. Need to look my people in the face and not flinch. If this breath is borrowed, I'll pay it back with word, with change, with a spine intact. Cause I'm not here to waste what I was given. Not here to drown the last good living. I hit the edge, I saw the drop, and I turned around before I stopped. If I get another day, I'll make it count. Not talking loud, just showing out. Yeah, I fell hard, but I came back. Borrowed bread, paid back. I learned the hard way, pride can starve you. Ain't nothing tough about what it can't protect you from. So I started saying help without shame. Started owning my mess without shifting blame. I fixed what I broke where I still could reach. Didn't beg for love, didn't bargain for peace. Just kept it simple, kept it straight. Kept showing up when it was late. The bottom didn't hand me a map, it handed me a mirror. I'm not here to waste what I was given. Not here to drown the last good living. I hit the edge, I saw the drop, and I turned around before I stopped. If I get another day, I'll make it count. Not talking loud, just showing out. Yeah, I fell hard, but I came back. Borrowed bread, paid back. I'm living like the mall's earned, not old.
She walks like she decided everything before she walked in. No apology in the posture, no performance for the room she's in. Seen men try to hold her with the usual kind of gravity. She smiled at every one of them and kept on moving free, not cold.
She's warm, warm like a fire you don't own.
The kind of warm
that shows you
what it means
to stand alone
and be complete. She don't belong to anyone, and that's the most beautiful thing. She don't belong to anyone. She chose herself and chose everything.
Every man who tried to name her only showed their own afraid. She don't belong to anyone,
And the world is more alive because of the way she's made.
She told me once, I love hard but I love free. Said the two aren't opposites, the way that people think they be.
Said the ones who loved her right never asked her to be smaller. Said the ones she loved the longest were the ones who let her be taller than the space they occupy.
Loved her without walls.
That's the only kind of love.
She answers when it calls. She don't belong to anyone.
She belongs to what she chooses.
She don't belong to anyone.
And every man that gets that wins.
Every man who fights it loses.
I ain't here to hold her down, I'm here because she let me near.
She don't belong to anyone.
And she chose to still be here.
That means more than any ring could ever mean.
The freest thing I ever saw wasn't a place or a road. It was her,
just being
exactly
who she was,
without asking if that was okay.
She don't belong to anyone.
And she makes the whole room better.
She don't belong to anyone. Wild and warm in every weather.
I don't wanna own that fire.
I just wanna stand beside it. She don't belong to anyone.
And the fact she chose me
Anyway,
is the best thing that ever
happened to me.
free.
Completely.
And somehow
Still here. Still choosing.
wasn't in the market for the kind of thing she wasn't looking for the fire. Fire doesn't wait because you're not ready. It arrives on its own schedule. She walked in and the whole room changed its level. Love like a lit fuse, you see it, you run toward it. Love like a lit fuse, you know exactly what it's headed for, and you choose it anyway. Love like a lit fuse, the only kind worth the explosion. The careful men had careful kinds of love, clean and uncomplicated, and exactly not enough for what I am, for what she is. Some people need the ordinary, we need this. Love like a lit fuse, burns the blueprint down. Love like a lit fuse, we don't need the safe ground, we need the real ground, the honest and alive. Love like a lit fuse, and I choose it every single time. I looked at everything I was before, looked back at her, let it burn. Love like a lit fuse, and when it finally detonated, love like a lit fuse, everything that needed to be gone was gone, and what was left was cleaner, realer, more alive. Love like a lit fuse. construction, that's renovation by fire on purpose.
The crash didn't come with sirens and headlines. It came like a slow leak, a long decline. 1,000 little it'll be fine nights till the roof finally caved in on my fake calm life. I lost my rhythm, lost my temper, lost my grit. Lost a version of me that used to talk big. And when there was nothing left to defend, I met the truth like an old hard friend. He said, son, you can't outrun what you avoid, so pick up what's left and make it yours. When the dust settles, I'll still be here, not as the same man, but a man more clear. I won't rebuild loud, I'll rebuild right, with a steady hand and a longer side. Let them talk, I'm done with the smoke. I'm building a life that won't fall over. When the dust settles, I'll still be here. I got tired of panicking at every sound, tired of living like I'm one step from drowning. So I made peace with being a villain in some stories, and I started chasing quiet over glory. I cleaned out corners I never looked at, old receipts, old lies, old ways I went back. I learned to sit with the ache and not feed it. Learn that cravings don't mean you need it. Now my wins look small to the outside world, but they're big to the man who watches life unfurl. A full week sober, a bill paid straight, a conversation I didn't escalate, a sunrise I didn't waste in regret, a promise I made and haven't broken yet, a calm that used to feel impossible, a future that finally feels logical.
Some people rebuild with noise. I rebuild with proof.
I ain't asking to be forgiven fast. I'm earning trust by not living like my past. And if I fall again, I won't pretend. I'll get back up and start again. The bottom was loud, but it taught me how to hear. And when the dust settles, I'll still be here.
Never waited for the nod, never needed the applause. Built the whole thing in the dark, without a round of cause and effect that someone handed me. I wrote my own, every room I walked into I already owned. Not because they gave it, they don't have that kind of say. I decided what I was worth long before they had their say. No crown, no apology, I don't need the coronation. No crown, no apology, I am my own validation. Every title, every accolade, every permission slip they hold. No crown, no apology, I was already worth more than I was ever told. Watch men beg for tables that were never meant for them. Watch them shrink themselves to fit and call the shrinking discipline. I don't sit at tables, I don't ever see the sign. Either everyone's welcome or I'll lead outside just fine. You want my gratitude for letting me exist. Watch me build the kind of thing that couldn't be dismissed. was already mine. No crown, no apology. I drew my own damn finish line. Every hand they didn't extend, every room they kept me from. No crown, no apology. Became the whole foundation of what I came from. You didn't make me, I made me. You didn't break me, I outlasted you. You didn't crown me, I don't need the crown. You didn't stop me. Look around, look around, look around, look around, look around. But my hands and the refusal to be anything but what I am. No crown, no apology. I was never asking permission from anyone. Full stop. Hard cut. Hold still.
Neon in the window, rain on the glass. I came in with a pass, I'm not dragging back. Artist wipes a stencil, says you sure about this? I said yeah, I'm done with excuses. I don't want another promise that I can't defend. I want something permanent that I live, not pretend. So I pick a few words that won't leave my bones. Not for likes, not for noise, just for when I'm alone. Some people wear masks, some people wear chains. I wear reminders so I don't break again. Put it under my skin, let it hurt a little. True don't come easy, but it cut me clean through. When the world gets loud, I don't need a crowd. I got ink for my compass and it points me true. I don't need a crown, I don't need a sing. I just need my word and a man in me.
Needle humming like a motor on a midnight run. Every line another lesson from the mess I've done. I used to chase a feeling till it chased me down. Now I chase consistency like it's sacred ground. No border identity, no rented pride. I don't let a stranger mouth this side my side. If you're tired of performing, here's a real way out. Say one hard truth, then live it out loud. Start with one boundary, one habit you keep. One morning you wake up and you don't hit repeat. They'll call you different, they'll call you cold, but different is freedom when you're getting old. I don't argue with shadows, I don't feed that flame. I just walk straighter with a simpler name. Put it under my skin, let it hurt a little. True don't come easy, but it cut me clean through. Put it under my skin, let it hurt a little. True don't come easy, but it cut me clean through. When the world gets loud, I don't need a crowd. I got ink for my compass and it points me true. I don't need a crown, I don't need a saint. I just need my word and a man in me. I still make mistakes, I'm not bulletproof, but I'm done lying to myself, that's the real proof. I'm learning patience in a fast broke world, learning how to hold my temper like I hold a girl. If I say I'll show up, then I show up, period. No grand speech, just actions, that's the spirit. Let the ink heal, let the past fade. Let the mirror see the choice I made. I don't need your approval to breathe at night. I just need my backbone sitting upright. That's commitment. Put it under my skin, let it hurt a little. True don't come easy, but it cut me clean through. When the world gets loud, I don't need a crowd. I got ink for my compass and it points me true. I don't need a crown, I don't need a saint. I don't need my word and a man in me.
Wipe it down. That's me now.